up, everyone? It's your boy Dave.
Yeah, boy!
And with me, as always, is the hype man, Shane.
Hype.
That wasn't very hype. A.K.A. the Shane Dog. That was a better dog. A.K.A. Shane Nasty.
Ew, that's gross.
It's my favorite one. I know I say it like every time. It's my favorite. And with us is the rambling man, Russell.
Hi. I don't much feel like rambling today.
That kind of counts. A.K.A. Russellmania.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Hate that.
We're so high energy today.
I'm trying to bring the energy to this, and you guys are just
We're getting there. We're getting there.
A.K.A. Producer Russell.
Find us on Facebook, Drafty Quarters Productions. YouTube, Drafty Quarters Productions, which we now have videos. If you're not watching this and you're just listening, go
True.
watch our video on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at DraftyQ. Send us emails. draftyq@gmail.com.
Yep.
That shouldn't have been hard, but it was. And for $1, please support us on Patreon. If you enjoy the content we are creating, you can find us on Patreon under Drafty Quarters Productions. Plugged.
I feel plugged, but not because of Russell.
Did you join a new lifestyle? Because if you didn't know, butt plugs are a lifestyle choice.
Are they?
Yeah, they really are.
Oh.
It's a lifestyle choice? I thought it was a sex toy.
It is a sex toy.
Oh.
There's people that put them in and then go to work.
Why? So their poop don't come out?
Because they can
No,
feel
'cause-
sexy all the time.
Yeah, because
okay.
it's a lifestyle choice.
I mean, it's weird, but
I just thought
You
so
do
the
you?
poop don't come out.
Yeah,
Or-
I mean, I'm not judging. I mean, maybe eventually, like...
if you've had one in there for too long, it's just a certain size now. So it's got to have something to keep the opening shut.
Well, all right then. This has been.
You don't want to talk about the elasticity of the anus?
Have you introduced the show actually
Nope.
yet? Okay.
This is the DQP Weekly, where we talk about news, movie news,
Butt plugs.
butt plugs, the elasticity
of the anus. I was going to say it with you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we got another show, and
Yep.
And breaking news, we're starting a new band.
are we?
It's called Elastic Anus.
I'm in. I want to play drums.
No, you're in, huh?
Oh, damn right. So the poop don't come out. I'm just looking for sound bites. People take sound bites. All right, we got headlines.
Headlines! A24 has announced it will be bringing Jenny Slate's YouTube short, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, to the big screen.
What is that?
Snoozing and pets. Pets and snoozing. Marcel the Shell is like a clay animation short that's on YouTube.
It's called claymation.
Clay, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes it is.
It's been on, I mean, I wasn't denying. It's been on YouTube for a while. I think the first short aired in 2010.
Oh, all right.
It's like an older thing. But Jenny Slate is the sister to Ben Schwartz's character in Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so one of the early things she did was these shorts on YouTube. I think there's 3 of them, and it's just this like cute little animated shell, and it like says stupid cute stuff like, do you know what I use for shoes? Lentils.
That shit annoyed the fuck out of me, dude. I hated that shit.
Why?
I don't know, man. Like it triggered me. Like I hate using that word, but it hit like this fucking spot that made me angry. Like it literally made I hate Marcel the Shell. Like I hate it. It makes me mad.
What the fuck? He sounds
such
cute.
So weird.
I don't know him, but he sounds cute.
I don't know, dude. I don't know why.
I love.
I understand that it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, all of it's weird. The video, the shorts are weird.
I understand that it's weird that it makes me angry.
Also,
Like,
it's also weird.
well,
I'm angry for Shane now.
yeah, there you
go.
So
Get mad about it.
I have a proposal.
What's that? I'm in, but what is that?
You hold both your hands. Okay.
So, Dave, I have a proposal.
I do.
I would like for you to watch all 3 shorts of Marcel the Shell with shoes on. And
I have to have my shoes on while watching it?
no, that's the name of this.
Oh,
short.
okay.
And then tell us how it makes you feel next week.
Okay, I will do that.
We know how Shane feels.
I'm just gonna get like fall in love with him, and that's all I'm gonna watch now.
Because Shane's not going to be your friend next week.
I'm not judging.
We have 2 very different opinions. Because I love Marcel the Shell. I found Marcel the Shell, and it's very therapeutic for me.
Okay.
And for Shane, it is not.
So,
literally the opposite. It's just like
he wants to make a black metal album when he hears when he watches
yeah.
it. But you know what? I will watch it.
You know what the name of that black metal album should be called?
What?
Elastic Anus.
He's trying to get that to work.
I mean, that's usually what people try to do. They try to get the elasticity back into their anus so that it'll shut.
Yeah. And I'm persistent. It's a weird place to say that.
Persistent elastic anus.
Oh, there's an album.
This sounds like a fucking side effect.
If you experience elastic anus,
persistent elastic anus.
Well, yes, I will watch. I will watch Marcel the Shell with shoes on, while wearing shoes.
Yeah,
and I will.
I want to know what
it.
you think next week.
Just shoes.
Yeah, just shoes.
Okay.
There is a trailer out already, which you can watch. Which I thought maybe we would watch for the show next week, but that's up to Shane.
I'll watch it.
Okay,
I'll watch the trailer.
I want to watch Shane get mad.
I'm not
reason.
saying I won't throw like a fucking mic stand, but
can we get that one on the camera?
I won't throw a mic stand. I have more control over myself than that.
He'll think about throwing a mic stand.
I will think the fuck out of throwing a mic stand. I'm thinking about it right now.
Now I'm thinking about it. I'm not even mad.
All right, next. Bill Skarsgård has been cast as the Crow in the reboot of The Crow.
Which one's Bill?
Bill is it. Pennywise.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I always get the 1,000 Skarsgårds mixed up.
Yeah.
Huh. Is the one Skarsgård that was in Batman, is he related? Is he like another brother?
Who was the Skarsgård
DA.
in Batman?
The DA.
I imagine he is a brother.
I don't know his name.
There's like 8 brothers.
Mic stands exist for a reason, Shane. If you watch the show instead of listen to it, that made sense.
But The Crow, you say?
The Crow, I say. How do you feel about this reboot?
I don't like The Crow.
Oh my god. I am so happy you said that because I don't either.
Oh, whoa. Do we agree on something?
Yeah, it's a terrible movie.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Are you
great.
guys best friends now?
Yep.
Do karate in the garage?
Yeah.
You got a garage. I've been in it.
I do have a garage. We can do it.
Oh,
There's
no,
enough
he's not a
space now for
Skarsgård. He's a
karate.
Sarsgaard.
Oh, Sarsgaard.
God
So
damn
he's
it.
like 2 chemical components off from being a Skarsgård.
Yes.
They're neighbors.
Well, just like 3 lines.
They're neighbors.
He probably should change his name to Skarsgård.
to not Skarsgård.
I mean, he's older than them, I think.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm not a big Crow guy. It's too
the
goth
Crow.
for me.
It's not even that it's too goth to me. It's one of those movies that, well, I mean, yeah, I guess, okay, I agree with you. Because it feels like pandering.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel authentic or genuine.
Yeah.
I understand it's a cult classic. I respect that. You're allowed to like it. I don't care if you like it.
I like Brandon Lee.
I don't like it. Yeah, I posted something on Facebook and I got a lot of comments about the soundtrack. I'll agree. Soundtrack, fantastic. Doesn't save the movie for me.
Fair.
Is that like all people wanted to talk about was the soundtrack?
That was most of the defense that I read for the movie has been, but the soundtrack's amazing.
Weird.
Which, like,
Sure.
like points. I agree.
Yeah.
The movie.
Alexander Skarsgård is the eldest son of Stellan Skarsgård.
Uh-huh. Naked guy from Thor.
Peter Sarsgaard, no K, was born 5 years earlier.
Then Stellan.
No, than Alexander.
Okay.
But Bill is the one that's going to be the Crow.
The Bill will be the Crow, which I'm super excited for.
I mean, they should bring back, because in the original cult classic, it's supposed to have Michael Berryman was supposed to be the skeleton guy,
Mm-hmm.
but they never worked out. Should bring that back. Make Michael Berryman the skeleton guy.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Next. Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness tickets are now officially on pre-sale. Go buy your tickets.
We're using my phone, so
But didn't you already buy them?
no.
Oh.
I'm waiting for people to say yes or not.
Yeah.
Other than the three of us.
Because you confuse me. Like, you want to buy tickets to Mom. I'm like, my mom's at work. I don't need tickets.
Also, like, what do you need tickets to my mom for?
yeah.
Back the fuck off.
All right, just wanted to announce that you can get tickets for Doctor Strange right now, which you should probably do because this movie is going to be maddening.
Super excited.
I'm already mad thinking about it.
Yeah, this next one, neither of you will care about at all. Cole Sprouse has been recently quoted saying the cast of Riverdale is ready to move on. Can we just end the series already? End quote. A sentiment shared by fans of the series. I agree, Cole. I agree.
Friend of the show.
I also think Cole's ready to get some of that Marvel money because I'm sure, he's got to be in line to.
I also feel like, I don't know, he's in this weird position from being like in the Disney kid stuff.
Yeah.
Right? He has a lot to say about grooming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the people that keeps talking about Leto.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I don't know. I guess back in 2018, Sprouse posted something about now that you've slid in, hey Jared, now that you've slid into the DMs of every 18 to 25-year-old model on Instagram, what would you say your success rate is? And James Gunn replied, he starts at 18 on the internet.
Fuck yeah, James Gunn.
So, I don't know. Yeah, just for some food for thought there, guys.
Yeah. So I love Cole. He always has whenever he like.
Was that Dylan?
Cole's always like. I mean, it was probably Cole. Because he's always very active and like speaking out about certain situations and things like that. It's like he's just I want to see him go on and do more. Unless he gets like blacklisted. So
yeah.
But I'm interested to see where he goes out of the entire cast. I'm interested to continue following his career and see where he goes from Riverdale because he is also easily the best part of Riverdale. and out-acts everyone on the show.
It was Dylan Sprouse that said that about Jared Leto.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, they're brothers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're the same person.
Yeah.
Twins, Z's. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
I thought it was interesting. I read it like in 4 different articles today. So.
Yeah. Called the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right, and moving on. Nicolas Cage's new movie, The Unbearable Weight of Stuff
Massive
and
Talent.
Things, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, has received a perfect Rotten Tomatoes score.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch that real bad.
Me too.
Yeah,
Let's
I do
watch it.
too. Also today, Bob Odenkirk, on the rebound from his heart attack, will be staying with AMC for a new series project called Straight Man.
I like Bob.
Yeah, I really like Bob.
Yeah, he's just going to be like a middle-aged white guy trying to survive in the world that's changing around him.
Most terrifying show.
Well, I don't know. Is it supposed to be that, or is he supposed to be the straight man in like a group of comics or con men?
You're probably more right. I just also
I don't know.
think it would be funny if he like.
What if it's both?
It should be both. That would be
All
hilarious.
3 things.
All
Yeah.
3 together.
LGBT comic con men, con people. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like the person they're trying to con. So he's the straight man in every way.
Did you write the show?
I just did. Just now.
That'd be hilarious.
Bob should give me a call after this.
Yeah.
I think he could play a character that's like has new information introduced to him, and he like struggles with accepting the new information, but also attempts to understand the new information, as opposed to just being like, "No, I'm old and set in my ways."
Yeah.
He's a cat too.
The grumpiest old man cat.
If I had an ocelot, that's the word. Words are hard. What is happening?
I don't know what's wrong with you, bud.
If I had an ocelot, I would totally name it Odenkirk. Be a good name for an ocelot.
That is a good name for an ocelot.
What the fuck was the name? I don't remember what we called the one. We had this. So my mom like fed stray cats in the house they live in the country, and so like it attracted like actual feral like tomcats and shit.
Yeah.
And there was this one that eventually like let us pet him, but he was like, oh, we called him Spot because he had a spot. Super creative.
That's a good name.
But it was like petting a brick that had like thin skin and fur with scars all over it.
Damn.
He was like a fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme character or some shit in a fucking movie.
Just this hard ass cat.
Just this hard ass cat. And he would like go away for a while and then he would come back missing an ear or some shit. Like, what happened to you, bro? And he's just like, Merle. And eat some food. Merle. I'm gonna fuck all these other cats and leave. Okay, bro.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, all
But
right.
yeah, that would have been like if somebody was gonna play that. I don't think it would be Bob Odenkirk, but I don't know. I don't know who I would have play that.
Me.
Have you play Spot? Okay. Fuck it. Let's go.
All right. The slightly less than popular Netflix series Lock and Key will end after season 3. You know, just in case anyone's actually watching it.
How did that get 3 seasons?
I
don't know.
a little bit of it and liked it, just never watched it.
We watched the first episode? Did we watch the first episode?
Yeah, I think you watched the first episode with me. I think I watched 6 episodes of the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I tried real hard. It's just like, I don't know, it's just bland. Like,
really?
Yeah, it's just like kind of boring and bland and like I didn't read the comic.
I read some of the first couple of comics. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, like I like the idea. Like it seems interesting. I think also for me, like it's more family orientated. It's like it's a family show, and I like always struggle to get into those.
The comic is not.
Yeah. So,
I like gore and boobs.
Same.
yeah.
And capes. He likes capes too.
Capes, yeah.
Yeah, you can't forget the capes.
Not like all at the same time. So don't make it weird, guys.
Don't you like the boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes all at the same time. Or in the same show. You know. Let's keep it. Yeah, anyway.
Like we're outing Shane every time we.
Yeah, you're just like, we're just going to add more weird shit to the 3 things that Shane watches.
I did watch the boys anthology animated series on Amazon Prime. It was pretty good for like an anthology series, which I'm not super into, but like it in and of itself was cool. It was like Love, Death, and Robots, but set in the boys universe.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Is Homelander still in jail? Did he ever go to jail? Is he gonna get arrested? Did he get? I don't know what happened.
Find
with
out
that.
later this year.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he goes to jail.
No, not in the show. In real life, bud.
Oh, no, I think he was self-defense. Like, I don't know. I don't recall what happened.
Didn't he like punch a chick or some shit? I don't know.
No, did he? I thought he,
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Up last for headlines. Robert Downey Jr., my usual Monday man crush, has been announced as executive producer of 2 Sherlock Holmes series that will be HBO Max originals and will have a shared universe. Some clarification is still needed on whether these shows will be in canon with the RDJ Jude Law movies and whether or not we'll still get Sherlock Holmes 3 that resurfaced in early March with RDJ and Jude attached to the project.
Really?
Yeah. Really. It was they mentioned his experience with shared universes was part of the reason he will be helming the project. He's basically going to be like the Kevin Feige of a Sherlock Holmes universe.
Yeah, but it's just Sherlock Holmes and his villains, right?
Moriarty.
In the Sherlock Holmes universe?
Yeah.
No. There's others. Like his his daughter, his niece. Like the thing that Netflix did,
They already made like a movie out of?
Yeah.
Or a show
like
or whatever that was?
I mean, that's like an actual character. There's like Watson like has his own adventures and like has a child or like a protege or something. Like
Whatever.
it's yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot to the books. And there's a lot of books.
Yes.
So I mean, they might like do a thing where they like pull a couple characters from the book and like make their own thing or whatever. But
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. But I'm excited.
I like Sherlock Holmes.
We're also not sure if he's actually returning to the role in the series or if he's just executive producing it. Not a lot of information, just
Okay.
that there's going to be a thing. That's headlines.
Headline.
All right. Well, I've got some memento mori.
Okay, just
That's
make me
right.
fucking sad.
Yep. A couple people died. Estelle Harris of Seinfeld and Toy Story fame.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of other shit.
She was Mrs. Potato Head, right?
Yeah, Mrs. Potato Head. She was George Costanza's short-fused mother. I'm fucking reading it and I can't talk. It's fine. She passed away on Saturday, April 2nd. She was 93 years old.
Damn.
Lived a long life, though.
Yeah, that's a life. I mean, I'm like kind of sad,
Yeah.
but she did some living.
Yep.
She had a pretty storied career too, so
Yeah.
it's good for her.
Yeah, she was in lots of stuff.
Get some rest.
She's got, what do we got on here? We got Toy Story, Seinfeld. Oh, she was in The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh.
For like
Bringing it
14
around.
episodes. Dave the Barbarian for 21 episodes.
Nice.
Dude. It was Dave the Barbarian, the sitcom about the dude, like he worked like a 9-to-5 office job.
I don't remember.
I thought Dave the Barbarian was like a Disney show.
Probably. There's a lot of Disney shows on here. Kim Possible, House of Mouse.
Oh, Dave the Barbarian was a cartoon. That's not what I was thinking of.
It wasn't about me either.
Although I did watch this too.
Yeah, she's in tons of stuff.
I think I've spent too much time in front of the television.
Nah, you're fine.
She was in The Mask TV series short.
Like The Mask?
Yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So rest in peace,
Yeah, rest in peace.
Estelle. Also, we had one-armed swordsman Jimmy Wang Yu die at 80 years old.
Oh, I thought that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, he's in. I've got a list of suggested movies here, but I was gonna load I was gonna load a fucking ad. Thanks, cool. Fuck you. Sorry, Jimmy. Here's some stuff that Jimmy was in. One-Armed Swordsman from 1967. Golden Swallow from 1968. Return of the One-Armed Swordsman, 1969.
I think I've seen that one. I didn't watch his first. I watched his return.
Chinese Boxer, 1970. He also directed that one. Zatachi Meets the One-Armed Swordsman, 1971. Zatoichi, sorry. One-Armed Boxer, 1972.
I have seen One-Armed Boxer.
Beach of the War Gods, 1973. He directed that. The Man from Hong Kong, 1975. Master of the Flying Guillotine,
I have seen that one.
1976. He was also the director of that. And then there's this huge gap. I don't know. I'm sure he was still doing stuff. This is just like somebody's suggestions. But Wuxia, aka Dragon, 2011.
I don't know that one.
But he's in all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't. The name sounded familiar, but now you mentioned all that. That's right up my alley. It's super sad.
Yep. I mean, people go on to say that Master of the Flying Guillotine is one of the best kung fu movies of all time.
It's good.
So I don't know. I mean, that's just some random person on the movie subreddit, their opinion. But
the weird, like the flying guillotine's weird. It's like this weird contraption on a chain that they throw around someone's neck. Then you pull the chain.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's kind of like the having the bear trap on a chain and throwing it at somebody.
Yeah,
it's very impractical, but looks cool in a movie.
Looks real cool.
Yep. But yeah, rest in peace, Jimmy Wang.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Good night, Jimmy.
I feel like Wang is like always like a last name, so I say like Jimmy Wang, and I feel like that's the name,
right?
But it's Jimmy Wang Yu.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that, but I've seen some of his movies.
Yep.
I have not.
I went through a phase, and I still go through. It's not a phase; it's life. I watched a lot of kung fu stuff.
Kung fu for life.
Would you say it's a lifestyle choice, Dave?
It is a lifestyle choice. Sit in my basement and watch kung fu movies by myself. Oh, can we talk about something else?
Yeah, let's go. This is good. That's the end of Memento Mori. Thank you.
Yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I just wanted to close that, that section of the show before you guys started talking about the elasticity of anuses again.
He was going to do it, not
I know.
me.
He was working his way there. He was working his way there.
He always does. He's always working that anus.
Just trying to work it in there. Jesus.
This has been
Show's not over yet. We still got wrestling to talk about.
Yeah, we do. Shane, you watched more of the WrestleMania than I did.
Yeah, I watched WrestleMania.
I didn't watch any WrestleMania.
I watched probably 3/4 of day one and all of day two. There was a couple good matches. I thought the Cody Rhodes match was okay.
I just watched the intro,
Yeah,
and it made me like Cody less.
yeah.
I've been kind of not big on Cody anyways. He's kind of
Yeah.
lost me as a fan.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. It was weird. They told a good story, but I mean, you know, Seth's good. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah. Cody's a good wrestler
and
too.
Cody's a good wrestler, so like they worked pretty well together. There was a pretty big botch of a just like whatever Cody's like twisting crossbody is.
Oh, I forget the name of it. But
Yeah, but he like starts off turned backwards against the ring, and he like turns around and does a crossbody.
yeah.
Seth was too close, or he jumped too far. Either one, and it just didn't work out. And but I mean, the rest of it seemed okay to me. Then the Austin stuff, which I know a lot of people are talking about. So Stone Cold basically was challenged to come to WrestleMania and do Kevin Owens' like talk show thing in air quotes. So he came down, and then Kevin talked a bunch of shit, and then was like, I didn't actually ask you to come talk to me. I wanted to fight you. So then they had a match, and
Which is weird because he hasn't wrestled in a very long time.
19 years, they said, about 100 times.
God damn.
And you know, Steve is kept in shape
Yeah.
this whole time. It's not like he's like some random fucking, you know, couch potato that was like, oh yeah, I'll come back, everybody loves me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's like still jacked. He actually looks better than he did when he quit, just as, you know, like muscle wise and stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't move like he did then. Even like,
Right.
so before he got his first neck injury, he was a different wrestler than he was at the end of his career. And now he's like even less ambulatory. So it was kind of hard to watch at the beginning. Cause like, you know, he does the stomping a mud hole in you in the corner.
Yeah.
And as he like wasn't picking his feet up all the way, and like wasn't doing it quickly. And like it was kind of sad.
Kind of obvious that it was.
Yeah, kind of sad. Yeah, dude, it was kind of bad. And like it was weird because like it was like that, and then it was like a no holds barred match. So they end up going outside into the crowd, and Steve took a suplex in the crowd.
Oh shit.
And then it was like it was Steve 15, 20 years ago. He just had to take a suplex
Really?
on the concrete, and then he was fine. And he wasn't like, you know, 100%, but he was like the first 5 minutes of the match is totally different from the rest of the match.
Huh. Maybe I took that suplex. Like his body is like, oh shit, we used to do this.
We used
Come
to
on.
do this. Yeah, it like woke him up. But and that's like a common thing. But you usually do that in the first couple minutes, right? You
Right.
try to like, you know, somebody that has been away for a little while. They, you know, you take a bump and you get back into it, or you like do that before the big event, right?
Yeah.
But like he shows up at Raw 2 weeks before and like takes a bump, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was fun to see Steve do stuff. And that closed out the show, and it closed out the show. So he did like 40 fucking beers, you know, where
It's
he's
so
just
many.
like,
It's his beers too, and they're like IPAs.
Oh, they have a new one.
Oh, do they?
And like there was a can in the ring that they kept shooting and showing the label.
The label.
It's the Broken Skull American Lager or some shit.
Okay, so it's not. It's
Not the Broken Skull IPA, no. Which just, I mean, we had some of the Broken Skull IPA, and not to talk shit about Steve because he would still like fucking break my head off.
Stomp a mud hole in your ass.
He would stomp a mud hole in my ass. I'd prefer not to have one of those. It tasted like you dumped an IPA into a Coors Banquet.
Like, I remember Steve Weiser's.
But
What?
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 Yeah, the crowd got back into that real fast.
Gee, I wonder why. Really? Huh?
I was super surprised.
They still do that at indie shows.
Yeah.
I've been to like live shows. People go, "What?" Like, he's not here.
Yeah. He's never gonna find out about this. Shut the fuck up.
This is a Catholic school fucking
Yeah.
gymnasium.
Right. Yeah. So that was it. It was fun, but I mean, it wasn't serious, right? And there was a lot of that, which was kind of weird to me. Because you had like the Johnny Knoxville match the next night. The first night you had a Logan Paul and Miz versus the Mysterios. So Rey Mysterio
Really?
and his kid, and they won. They beat Rey Mysterio and his kid.
Oh,
What?
what a disrespect to Ray.
Yeah, it was
Jesus.
fucking stupid. And then like the Miz turned on Logan Paul like that was supposed to be some kind of storytelling, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on at WWE? Like they're like
They don't know.
sitting outside fucking Vince's office, and Vince is like asleep because he's an 85-year-old man. And he's like, oh, fucking Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio.
He's like writing it down.
They're like writing it down, like, oh yeah, he's gonna love this.
They're
And-
just turning his nightmares into.
Yeah. They're turning his
Matches.
nightmares into matches, and he's too old to say no or some shit. Or the other way around. They're like writing real shit, and he's coming to be like, what if we did this? That one kid's really popular, isn't he? And
I didn't know Vince McMahon was here.
yeah. But I don't know, man. It was fucking weird. There were like I said, there were some matches that were good. The Becky match with Bianca Belair was okay.
They're
Was,
both good wrestlers,
Yeah, it was
so.
pretty decent. Way made up for the SummerSlam match.
Okay.
So like Becky came back and like walked in the ring when Bianca was supposed to have a championship match, and like for some reason the other person wasn't there, and they're just like, yeah, let's do it with Becky. What do you think, Bianca? And she was like, yeah, hell yeah. And then Becky stomped her in literally like 15 seconds.
Really?
And like and like every time they do that, and it's not even like a believable person to do that. Like it's way more believable for Brock to do that to Kofi,
Yeah.
just because it's Brock. Like Brock's like 6.5 feet tall and like 700 pounds
Yeah, he's got a dick
of
on
muscle.
his chest.
Yeah, he's got a dick on his chest. Like he's gonna fuck you in 15 seconds. And like that sort of makes sense, but everyone was still pissed off because like it was Kofi, and like Kofi had just gotten a championship, and like it was his first one. He's like the first like actually like born in Africa or whatever, African American like champion in the WWE.
Yeah.
And like
I love Kofi.
yeah, Kofi's awesome.
Yeah.
And he didn't deserve that. And like I don't think Bianca fucking deserved that either. Because like she hadn't been champ for that long.
Yeah.
She had been champ for I think longer than Kofi had, but like, and Becky isn't believable in that situation, right?
Yeah.
Because she's not like a 7 foot tall, 300-pound chick. She's a normal sized woman. She's actually smaller and weaker than Bianca. Bianca is actually kind of like a jacked chick.
Yeah.
She's got like some shoulders and shit going on,
Yeah.
And crazy hair.
Well, I mean, Yeah, they keep fucking being like, yeah, her hair's a whip. Nah. Fucking Vince, goddamn it. I mean, she was doing that before, but like, you know, that's fine and stuff, but like eventually you need to like move beyond the gimmick, right?
Yeah.
And I think mostly she didn't do anything with it. It was mostly used against her in this match. And it was a legit match, but like I said, it didn't make sense to do that to her before. But I guess as like propelling this story that they fell into by doing it, you know. So then she came back and she ended up beating Becky to get the title back at WrestleMania. So that was nice.
Okay.
And then the Brock and Roman match on Sunday was a good match. Just like Brock doesn't do your standard wrestling match, right? Yeah. But it wasn't just like a squash match, you know. It was kind of his version of storytelling where like I beat the shit out of you, you beat the shit out of me, we beat the shit out of each other. False finish, something happens, whoever wins, right? Yeah. And which, I mean, that's legit. That's like an actual that's an actual match versus like what you usually get out of Brock. So it was good in that way. Like,
I'm not a Brock fan, so
yeah. I don't know what happened on Raw, but I guess like Roman got hurt and he actually hurt himself.
I saw an article about that.
So I don't know. Because he basically, you know, Jericho'd it. He was supposed to be unifying the titles, and he's had the Universal title for like 500 and some days and took the WWE title. So he had the WWE title and the Universal title. And if he can't defend it, then they need to take it off him and put it on somebody else. And then it like fucks up their whole year.
Right. Yeah.
You know? So, and there was another injury on Saturday, Rick Boogs. My
buddy at work was telling me about him.
Yeah, he
basically he's so strong that his muscles ripped apart.
Yeah. So it was him and Shinsuke Nakamura against the Usos, and he was basically trying to do like a Samoan drop or like a fireman's carry slam of some kind or whatever, and both Usos were on his shoulders, and like one was on his shoulders and the other one jumped on like in the middle of the ring, not like off of the, because like a lot of people do this, but usually it's like off of the top turnbuckle. One's like on the turnbuckle and the other one's like on the second rope. Yeah, and they don't actually pick them up, or like they don't land on them. They just kind of like, okay, shift your weight. All right, now I'll use my spine and my legs as a column. Which, I mean, most people can hold a lot more weight than you have any idea that you can hold if you just like use your, you know, if you line everything up.
Yeah.
But he like picked one of them up and the other one jumped on. And he didn't move at first. He was just like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
And then like, it wasn't like a gross injury. You didn't like see it, but you saw it in his face, and he was just like, oh shit. And they fell over, and then he's like holding his leg and he's like screaming, and the ref's like, uh-oh. And so then they finished the match and he just like rolled out. And they, you know, they did better than they have in like the last few years. You didn't see him throw the X, but they did throw the X. If the people that were at the show like actually said that they threw it.
Threw an X.
If you don't know, they cross their forearms like this,
like that.
If somebody's actually injured, to get medical staff to come out, because they'll you know make fake injuries and shit, because it's wrestling is scripted, but it is also fake. It's not fake. People are actually jumping off of shit onto hard shit. Like it might be gimmicked, but you know you still jump from 12 feet onto a table that's got a, you know, half cut. It's still gonna fucking hurt. Yeah. It's just gonna break where they want it to break.
You can't fake falling through a table.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
You can't fake carrying two men on your shoulder.
You can't. Yeah, you can't fake that either. So what happened was his quad literally ripped his tendon from his patella completely.
God. Ugh.
So basically, they're gonna have. He's gonna. Yeah. the face that fucking Russell's making. So they're gonna have to go in and basically like pull his quad down and like sew it back onto his patella.
No. My buddy at work was saying that it's like also because he's like just so built and strong.
Yeah, he's jacked.
It's just ripped. The muscles just ripped out.
Yeah. But don't just look him up on Reddit.
Dick pics?
I found a subreddit that's called Wrestling with the Package.
Okay.
That's like
is it wrestling dick pics?
it's I didn't see any dick pics, thank God.
It's not just like 1,500 pictures of Finn Balor.
I didn't go to the subreddit. It just was the one all the posts that had to do with boogs.
Yeah.
Because like he basically looked, if you watched wrestling back in the day, you remember Rick Rude? Like kind of like super chiseled face, porn stash.
Yeah.
So imagine that on just like this huge jacked dude, like more jacked than Rick was back in the day, like huge fucking traps and shit. And like there's pictures of him. He plays guitar. It's like he plays the intro for Shinsuke now.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's a picture of him with like no clothes on, nothing, but he's got a guitar in front of his dick.
Yeah.
I saw that.
You like see the tip at the bottom.
God, I didn't look that hard.
I'll do it for science.
Okay. But yeah, if you're interested in looking at like jacked dudes with their dicks in like banana hammocks, I guess, go to the subreddit Wrestling with the Package.
That's just a great name.
Like, he got hurt, and I was watching it Sunday afternoon, and I like watched it, and I was like, he actually looks like he's hurt. So I like looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, I get a lot of wrestling news on fucking Reddit. So I like typed his name in on Reddit, and like that was the first thing that came up, and I was like, what the fuck? This dude like did some like nude modeling or something beforehand, and then I read the title, and then I went to it and I like looked and read the like description of it. Yeah. And it was like just like sexually attractive men in wrestling pictures and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? It makes sense. I was just like, didn't expect to find it like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh.
But yeah. But he had seriously hurt himself.
Yeah, I saw something about that. That's real. Ugh.
Oh yeah, the Pat match. I always forget about Pat McAfee had a match with Austin Theory. Pat McAfee is the most athletic person to get in a wrestling ring that is not a wrestler. He's more athletic than some wrestlers. He jumped from the mat to the top rope and did a superplex.
Whoa.
Yeah. To Austin Theory, I mean, like, obviously, like, doing that kind of move, you have a lot of help from your partner. But it's still, like, incredibly impressive to jump from the ring to the top rope.
Yeah. That's high up.
It's
gnarly.
like 4 feet. He just jumped.
Got a 4-foot vert.
Yeah. I mean, there was a bunch of other shit that happened in the match that was, like, impressive.
The only thing I saw was Stone Cold stunnering him.
Yeah. So that match, like, basically was like him and Austin going at it. He eventually beat Austin Theory. 2 Austins in the same general area.
This one was theoretical Austin.
Yeah, theoretical Austin. So he beats Austin Theory, who is Vince McMahon's, like, pet project. McMahon's pissed off, and, like, Pat is like had like kind of a animosity between him and Vince, and he like is talking shit to Vince, and Vince is like, "Oh, you want to go?" And everybody's like, "No, come on." And Vince gets in the ring and like takes his shirt off. He's got like a fucking wife beater on under his like suit, and he super believingly sarcasm, beats Pat's ass after this, right? He like beats Pat up. He has a little bit of help from Austin Theory, but like not a lot.
Really?
And it's like, really? You're gonna do that to... I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're like, give this random person a WrestleMania moment and then fuck them up to like kind of like humble them or like make it,
Sounds like WWE.
Sounds like WWE.
So
But
is Pat McAfee gonna end up buying WWE?
I don't think he's that rich yet. I mean, he's got money, but I don't think he has that much. So then the glass breaks and Steve comes out.
Nice.
He stuns Austin Theory first. Then he sort of tries to stun Vince.
I heard that was awful. Vince is
really
never
bad.
Vince has never sold a stunner well.
You guys got to go watch this because it's like so Steve kicks him and like he doesn't take the kick right because he's 80 and like what doesn't know what the fuck's okay, first of all, Austin Theory's music starts playing and Vince obviously knows that Steve's going to do a run-in, right?
Yeah. So
Vince reacts to Austin Theory's music like it's Steve's music. He's like, "What? Oh shit, that's not the right music." Yeah. And then Steve's music comes on and the glass breaks and he's like, "Oh no." He does like the exact same reaction.
Forgot I was supposed to react to this one.
I was like, "You dumbass." So when he goes to take the stunner, like Steve kicks him, he doesn't take the kick right, and then he like, I don't know if he was actually tired or if he was like trying to sell the kick or what the fuck was going on, but he like stumbles away into the ropes, and then he like kind of comes back, and Steve's like, "Okay, I'm gonna stun you now, bud. Are you ready?" And he like turns around to give him the stunner because everybody knows how a stunner goes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show it to
yeah, he'll stun Russell. So he goes to we're gonna do it on the table.
I've been stunned for a while now.
he goes to do it, and then like he backs back away. So then like Steve's standing there with his hands up like he's gonna stun somebody, but there's nobody there. And he like looks back like, "You fucking dipshit, come here!" He's like, "Come on!" And like so Vince like kind of drifts back up, and he eventually like sort of grabs him and like goes to do it, but like he just kind of falls down.
Vince always been like that too. But that sounds worse.
It's like the worst one I've ever seen, because I've seen him do bad ones where he just kind of crumples, or like he doesn't really sell it, or like he does like the fucking floppy fish shit.
Yeah.
But like this was like an old man not knowing what the fuck's going on anymore kind of thing.
Ugh.
It was sad. Which kind of fucked it up. And then they left, and then Steve was like, "Yeah, beers." And then he's like, "Hey, yeah, you, Pat, come on." And then they like, did the toast, and then he stuns him.
I watched him stun Pat, and it looks like an old, like, because like The Rock used to take stunners like a champ.
Yes, he basically does. He takes it almost like he didn't do like the full like up, fall back, and then like push off with his hands
and bounce.
Yeah, but he did the spit the beer out when he gets stunned.
I watched him spit the beer all the way down as he fell over.
Yeah, it was pretty great. And then there's like a ready-made meme. I've already seen the meme and reaction gif of Pat laying on his back afterwards. He's like laying on his back, like next to the announcer booth or announce table, and he's just like pouring a fucking beer into his mouth.
He's still drinking
on his back. He's just like pouring it into his mouth, like just open mouth, not actually drinking it, just like filling his mouth with beer. And I was just like, that's gonna be a gift tomorrow. But I mean, it was fun, but like it was also not great. There was a lot of dumb shit. It's WWE.
Yeah.
They've been like that for a long time.
A long time. I didn't watch any WWE, but I did watch WrestleMania for wrestling fans. WrestleMania weekend is huge.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God.
What?
I'm sorry I kicked you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, baby.
Oh.
But WrestleMania weekend's huge. So there was a thing. It's GCW, which is wrestling I like, wrestling promotion. They did the Collective,
Yeah.
which is 12 shows from Thursday through Saturday.
Mhm.
And they run 4 to 5 a day. And my buddy gave me the login for his, so I got to watch. I wanted to watch all of them to review them, but that was a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I only watched about 4 of them, but some good stuff. Definitely lot not as high of caliber as WWE, but there were some cool matches. There was.
I mean, what Shane described didn't sound very high of caliber.
That's
Mostly
true.
just high.
Yep, that's very true.
You're right.
I watched the first one. I watched was Glory Pro Wrestling's Cemetery Gates. I don't know much about Glory Pro, but like it was decent stuff. But the best match on that show was, I know I talked about Dan the Dad here before.
Dan the Dad.
He's a dad. He's actually your dad's favorite wrestler. But he comes out like to Kansas.
Favorite wrestler.
It's Dan the Dad.
I don't think so. I don't think he knows the Dan. I mean, that is my dad. I mean, my dad's name is Dan.
Oh, your dad wrestles.
What Kansas song?
Carry On My Wayward Son.
Nice.
But the match he had was, so they did a little vignette before his match.
Dan Winchester?
Dan Winchester. They did a little vignette before his match, and it was him and this other wrestler, Cody Lane. It's a little vignette, like Dan's at his house in like Missouri, and Cody Lane's like, "Hey, I just bought the house right next to you." Like, "Oh, we'll be neighbors. Awesome." And then it just slowly shows him. He's like leaving beer cans in Dan's yard,
Yeah.
and like he's being super loud, and he's interrupting his kids as they're trying to like play catch. So they end up doing a loser leaves the neighborhood match.
Fantastic.
It was a hardcore match.
Okay.
At one point, Dan the Dad pulls out a ladder, but it's like a ladder from a tool shed. And the commentary is like, he brought his ladder from home. It was funny. It was goofy, but Dan won. So Dad gets to stay in the neighborhood.
That's probably a good thing.
Doesn't have to pack up all his
whole family.
his whole family.
Yeah.
That was fun. There was, after that one, was one called Bloodsport. It's Josh
With-
Barnett's Bloodsport.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I wish, because that movie rules. Bloodsport doesn't do much for me. Like, Bloodsport is basically, do you remember WWE had that, like, underground thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
ECW.
Not ECW. The, like, Fight Club to style thing.
Yeah. Kumite.
Yeah. Bloodsport's like that. This is the 6th one, but it's basically there's no ropes, there's no submissions. You can only get by knockout or KO. It's kind of like
Oh, not
fake.
ring outs?
No ring outs either. Knockout or submission is what I meant to say. It's like fake MMA.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like, some of it's cool, but like I just didn't really do it for me. But there was one match that was John Moxley versus a guy named Biff Busick,
Mm-hmm.
and that match was awesome. Like, they were super physical. At one point, Biff gets cut open, and he's just like bleeding, just insane. He's like this like buff bald guy. He's just like blood everywhere, and like they're both real physical. So that was a fun match. And the main event was Minoru Suzuki,
Oh, yeah.
also known as the Murder Grandpa
Yep.
from Japan, New Japan. He wrestled Chris Dickinson, the Dirty Daddy, and that was
Another
pretty
dad?
good too. What?
I said another dad.
He's not a dad. He's just the Dirty Daddy,
Oh, okay.
the filthy father.
I don't like those.
Chris Dickinson's like this super buff dude. He's a super good wrestler. But that was a fun match. Then there was Joey Janela Spring Break. You know about Joey Janela?
Mm-hmm.
And they did 2 parts. I didn't watch part 2. My buddy's like, you don't have to watch part 2. It sucks. But there were some cool matches on there. There was John Moxley versus AJ Gray. Both those guys are very similar, like just brawler, beat the shit out of you style.
Yeah.
That was very physical. There was a tornado tag match that was really cool with the Briscoes. And it was the Briscoes and SGC, which is Mance Warner and Matthew Justice. They're some of my favorite wrestlers. And the other team, it was supposed to be Nick fucking Gage, master of the Nick fucking Gage, and his partner Matt Tremont, but Matt Tremont couldn't make it. So Nick Gage just showed up and wrestled by himself. It's like, I don't need a fucking partner.
Fuck.
But the Briscoes won that one. So that was pretty cool. That was a cool match. And then the main event for part 1 of Spring Break was a death match.
Mm-hmm.
It was Alex Colon, who they call him. No, he does not smell good.
No.
He's basically just like a walking scar. That dude just does death matches. Him and this other guy, John Wayne Murdoch, had this like blood feud type thing going.
Sure.
And so they had the death match there. And it was a pretty like typical death match.
Mm.
But at one point, it's kind of hard to see. Alex Colon goes to like give Murdoch a lariat like outside the ring. And he catches the ring post. And you see him just fall down screaming, grabbing his arm. This is like a tough dude, just like screaming, going, fuck, and like just screaming. So eventually, like the refs come over and like try to take care of him. John Wayne Murdoch's trying to get to him, and you can clearly see the one ref does the X, like, because he's like pushing the ref out of the way, and he does the X. So like John Wayne Murdoch kind of like backs off a little bit.
Yeah.
They basically took a towel and duct taped that part on his arm, and then he finished the match.
Fucking psychos. Dude.
I don't know what happened. Like, I know he's actually hurt. I don't know how bad he is actually hurt. But the dude even did like an arm bar on that arm. As the dude's like screaming in pain on the ground. And I want to say he hit him with a light tube in that arm too. Like,
jeez,
it's nuts.
Abuse.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a fun time. There's that the last one I watched, I'll talk about it briefly, was Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
Mm-hmm.
Is on Saturday.
Yeah.
And Effie, we know, is amazing. Effie's my hero.
Yep.
They do a brunch before the wrestling show, which I think's awesome. They actually do a brunch. But Effie's Big Gay Brunch, every single one of the wrestlers and people participating are either in the LGBTQ community or are like supportive allies.
Mm-hmm.
But all the wrestlers were part of the like LGBT community. And it was hosted by I forget her name, Pollo Damar. She's a famous Texas drag queen.
Oh, okay.
She hosted, and like every time she would come out, she's like, "Let's make wrestling in Texas gayer by the moment." And it was just like it was so good. But that was fun.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to watch all the death match or all the minor stuff, but I got to watch some of that. So a lot of wrestling this weekend.
Yeah. That's oh my God.
What's up? Oh, that's where he hurt himself?
Yeah, that's where Rick hurt himself.
You can see it in his face right there.
Yeah. So the top guy, I don't remember which Uso's which. Even if I could see their faces, I can't remember which one's which.
Same,
they're actually twins, so it's like they're actually hard to tell apart.
They're Rikishi's kids.
Yeah. But he like the second one just jumps on.
God
like
damn.
in the middle of the ring.
So he was there, you could tell on his face. He's like, "Oh fuck."
Yep. Oh, something came off.
Oh no.
Something came off. It's not supposed to come off.
Ow, something's wrong. I couldn't imagine that. I can't even lift one guy.
I can.
I mean, it's a small guy. I could lift a guy.
I did it to Russell.
Russell's
Shane
a small
squatted
guy.
me once.
Yeah.
I probably could squat Russell.
He's like 180, or he was then.
I could probably squat you.
Yeah, I think it was 165 when you squatted me. Because we
Or
were
you're
like
180 now.
working out. Yeah.
Oh.
Catch Squatting Russell on Patreon. Don't.
No. I have self-respect now.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, I'm just kidding. It was
I
fine.
was going to say, you also don't have self-respect. What are you talking about?
Whoa. The only thing that bothers me is like when you let someone else squat you, it hurts your balls.
I've never been squatted, so I don't know.
Hurts your balls. Why did it hurt your balls?
Because they get all smushed.
Oh, because your legs are doing this?
Yeah, I can't, like, keeping your legs tight together is not fun. Because then you gotta, like, pull them up, or you gotta tuck them, or they sit in the middle.
You should adjust beforehand.
Yeah, don't adjust during.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, maybe we get you a special pair of underwear that holds them up front.
Oh, lifts and separates.
So when we squat you, because this is gonna be like a fucking. This is gonna be a segment. Who can squat apparently. Me. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
You don't hurt your balls. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we're done.
I'm done wrestling.
I watched Halo. Is that where we're at?
The show's over. He didn't even fucking do the outro. What are you doing?
Welcome. Oh, that's the intro. You watched Halo?
Yeah, I watched, but there are 2 episodes of Halo out right now. They're on Paramount Plus. You can couple your Amazon Prime, so you can watch Paramount Plus inside your Amazon Prime app. If you would like to do that, or if you don't want to do that, you can just download the Paramount Plus app. So I watched the first 2 episodes of Halo. It is important to note that I already knew before watching the show that the show would not follow the canon for the video games. Because, and I'm not upset about it, because I wanted more than just Master Chief walking through some terrain shooting aliens.
Fair.
So, people are upset about this, which, like, I don't know how many Halo games, like, some of the people that are upset about have played, but there's, like, not a lot of story to Halo. Like, there's story, but, like, there's a lot of lore that you don't play through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but as far as, like, playing through the game and the character interactions, like...
But people are upset about lore and stuff, and it just being, like, not having to do with Halo at all, but having Master Chief in it.
See, I don't agree with that.
They were also judging it off of 1 episode.
Yeah, but also, so like the thing is, like, so the thing that's weird is, like, you become Master Chief in the first one, and you have a 3-minute origin or whatever, and so, like, they gave Master Chief, like, an actual extended origin. But the show doesn't start with him becoming Master Chief. He's already Master Chief. But, and I'm not sure where they're going with the Cortana thing, because I might dislike that. Because it's not looking like a whole lot like I'm going to like what they're doing with the idea in the show. So, like, I have to wait and see on that. But I just like the way the show is, like, I don't, like, unless you just wanted, like, a set action, like, complete 100% action show where you're just watching a dude murder aliens for 10 episodes. Like, if that's what you wanted, okay, I understand. But, like, this is more so, like, we're getting, like, backstories and, like, character development and, like, actual story elements.
So, like, that stuff already existed?
So
if it's not that, then that's why people are upset.
I like playing through 1 through 3. Like,
it's not just the games. There's, like, novels and shit.
There's a bunch of
and
books.
There's also other games that aren't just the 3 core Halo games.
Yeah, well, I mean, even the video games fucked up their own canon. and like the books.
I'm just presenting the argument because I don't think you're presenting the argument exactly how it's being presented.
Because I think it's dumb that people are upset, so I'm biased. But yes,
because you like the thing, because you're not that fan. Whereas like
sort of no. So the video game canon is already fucked. Like they already screwed up all the story. So 1 through 3 is self-contained story.
To people.
Halo Reach is like Halo Reach screws up the entire canon for Halo anyway.
Sure.
Halo 5 doesn't fit with the rest of the games. And then the books are unauthorized, or not unauthorized. They're non-canon books. Yeah. So like the canon is already fucked.
Sure.
Is what I'm saying. And then people are upset about them trying to unfuck the canon with the show and create
Are they trying to unfuck the canon, or are they just making their own thing?
Well, I mean, you have to
cannons.
You have to unfuck the canon to make their own thing.
Some of the reviews that I read were basically that it was its own thing slapping on the paint of nostalgia. So those are usually 4 episodes if it's a 6-episode thing or a 10-episode thing. Which I understand that problem, right? Like,
yeah,
I get it because there's other stuff like that I've bitched about, and that's something that I bitch about with some of the inclusion stuff that happens, where it's just like, we're going to turn this character into a chick or into a minority or whatever, and use their name and use, just keep running the same title. And it's like, I think it would serve the cause of those people better to make an actual character. And, and then similarly, I think it would serve your idea a better cause to write your own thing and not just like slap a IP on it.
Yeah.
And like, and there are other ways to do that too without like pissing people off.
Yeah, so
because like you could write a whole thing in the Halo universe and not have to put Master Chief in it. You could mention him and have him be tangential, and it wouldn't mess with anything else. I mean, they did it with several games,
right? Yeah, so I agree with most of what you're saying. The issue that I see is when you write something so close to something else that. And then you do try to put, like, you don't mix it. So you write something and it's so close to this other thing that's already being made or that's already existed.
Mm-hmm.
And then this thing just becomes derivative of the thing that already existed. So then that's where I think it's okay to put the IP over it.
I think you're being derivative, right? You probably are being derivative.
Yeah, so just be honest about it. Like is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it doesn't. If you're not actually serving the IP, then it becomes bullshit, right? Because like if you take the IP and you slap it on, I mean, I don't feel like there's really arguing that.
I feel like it
if you're not
depends
moving,
on if the new thing is better than the original IP, which is what I think is happening.
Okay, so if it's actually better than the original IP, then that's a totally different thing,
right?
Right.
Well, you've
only got 2 episodes, right?
Yeah, I'm only at 2 episodes.
So you're kind of blowing the trumpet a little early.
Well, yeah, but so like we don't know though, right? Because we're only 2 episodes in.
Yeah.
So like everyone's already upset, and like
I'm just arguing with you.
Some people are boycotting it and like not watching it.
Yeah.
And I think it's ridiculous because we wanted this for so long. Like I loved Halo. I actually like that the nostalgia factor isn't there. Because they're doing the show differently than how the games are. Because they're action combat games.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just that's not like a game that you can directly adapt.
Right.
It's not like when we talk about comic books, because there's a lot, believe it or not, you watch a comic book movie and you're like, oh, this is action schlock. Fucking comic books are terrible. If you go read a comic book, there's a lot of fucking talking in it.
Yeah,
it's true. So like, there's a lot of reading going on,
right?
And like, you could actually directly adapt that. Like a video game that is like, go here, kill these dudes, take this point, is a lot harder to adapt because you don't have like a deep story there that has, you can't just like go, okay, this is your storyboard, move on from here, where you can do that with a comic book because it's literally a storyboard.
Yeah, and if that was what people wanted, they should have just kept rewatching Doom from 2003.
No, fucking Jesus Christ.
But no, I mean, that's what happened. Like, that's the example, though. Like, Doom is what happens when you take an action combat specific game and turn it into like almost like try to almost recreate the exact thing with a movie. Like, you get like that. The movie's awful.
Yeah,
like,
but they also didn't make it demons. It was like Martians or some shit. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was science-y, so it was like a hybrid, like human transformation,
whatever
things. Yeah,
I don't know,
but
you should watch it for the show.
I am not watching Doom. There's like probably 15 or 20 movies I will absolutely just refuse to watch, and Doom I will never watch again.
Okay.
We're going to do like a half a year without Russell at some point.
However, in episode 1 of Halo, there is a thing that they did that I did not like, which is what they did in Doom.
Oh, the first person
that I did not like. Yeah. And they like switched it. It's not very long that they do it in Halo. It's almost cool, but it like, I don't know, it felt weird and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? But the series is like, it's dry too. Like, there's a little bit of humor.
Yeah.
The second episode has more humor because there's a new character introduced.
Sure.
But and he's like kind of comedic. But the like overall, like, I'm enjoying the series, like, for what it is, and I'm more so interested to see like how they're gonna keep doing this and how it's gonna play out. Because like so far they haven't even mentioned the Halos or Halo, because we're probably only supposed to know there's one right now.
I don't think they don't know about the Halos until like one happens, because like they land on it and they're like, wow, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah, so that's I'm curious. Like, so it kind of looks like they're like they're discovering a secret thing that the Covenant is looking for. And that's
so
a Halo.
Like, they'll get to the Halo at the end of the, or learn about it at the end of the first season.
Yeah, first season, and then the big season 2 reveal will be like, there's more Halos.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm interested into seeing how the rest of it plays out. I am slightly upset at the amount of people that I've seen that have just like already stopped watching it over episode 1, because like this was something we wanted for so long. Like, support the thing until you have the rest of the information. Like, the series the season could finish, and I might be like, okay, this was complete trash.
Yeah, sure.
But I at least want to see it finished, and preferably still get a season 2 to see where it goes, as long as it's like still mildly entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, it's how I felt about Cowboy Bebop. I did not enjoy the live action. I am still distraught that they canceled it and we're not getting a season 2 of it, because we waited so long for it, and I wanted to at least see where they were going to take the entire series.
I think they were going to take the entire series into the gutter, but you know, that's.
I mean, yeah, I do too. But just like, I don't know, we've wanted some of these things for so long. Like,
yeah, but like, it's also, I mean, judging it off of one episode is also kind of the like. I want it right now, you know.
Yeah.
If it's not everything that I want in 60 seconds, then I'm done with it.
Yeah.
60 seconds might be too long. 15 seconds.
15.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm waiting for episode 3 because that's my usual, like, okay, am I going to keep watching this type thing? But like, I mean, so far, like, I like the tone of the show. It's like a weird sci-fi. Like, they have like some of the humans have they keep calling them, they're more sensitive. So we're not fully addressing that psychics exist yet, but we'll get there. They're like
This is
treating
like a
them like mental
prequel
illnesses.
40K? What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
We
Starship
get
Troopers.
The Warp and Psychers and shit.
I mean, yeah, like Halo in and of itself is derivative of a bunch of old sci-fi. Like, but I don't know. It, like, we'll just like I'm excited to see it.
If Starship
play out.
Troopers was serious instead of a
books are.
satire.
Yeah, they've already talked about within the first 2 episodes, they've already talked about the indoctrination of the UNSC. So that's the other thing I think people didn't get from the games is that the UNSC were also the bad guys. Like,
I mean, I saw a lot of that.
but like, because I've seen people be upset, like, oh, why are they like terrible people and why don't they care about other humans? And it's like, so all they give a fuck about is the war effort. Like, that's in the game. Like, that's something that's canon that you're like
ignoring
that they're actually
make
treating.
you feel good.
Yeah, and they're like showing you how intense it is because like the Spartans, like in the first episode, there's people that they like there's regular humans around, they're refugees, sort of, and like they just don't care about saving the people. They just want to kill the Covenant.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I think it's an interesting take. That's what I have to say about it.
Okay.
I do recommend it. For those of you that don't care to watch things week by week, go ahead and start, pick it up, recommend it, watch it. Stick with me. Let's see where this goes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I believe, Zach, if you're listening to this and you want to email us what you think so far, or if you want to tell me I'm an idiot or whatever, feel free to email us. I believe I've seen that you were watching it.
Fucking creeper. Jesus Christ.
That's a little creepy, my guy.
Fucking like looking in his window, watching him watch Halo.
I believe I read a Facebook post where you were talking about Halo. So.
Sure.
Sure. Now he's backtracking.
Yeah, backtracking. Are we ready for our next segment?
I'm down. What's the next segment?
It's Hanging Big Brain with Dave.
Oh. So about that one.
What?
I've been real busy. I'm a busy boy.
What?
I have many important things that I do, many people that count on me. So I found a quiz. I found a game.
You found a game?
I found one.
On the street?
Yeah, I found it. I found it on proproofs.com/quizzes.
Proproofs.com. What the
quizzes.
Fuck is that?
Well, we're gonna find out together. We're doing a quiz.
Okay.
This is a quiz in Hanging Big Brain with Dave.
Dave doesn't belong to us anymore. Dave belongs to the streets.
Yep.
I do belong to the streets. Put that away so you don't cheat.
But I already closed it. Jesus Christ, Dave.
This is only all these are yes or no.
Doesn't
questions.
want me to cheat on this quiz that he didn't even make.
It's a very important quiz.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We got buzzers though. Shane, your buzzer.
Dude, my buzzer doesn't even fucking work.
The other one.
Oh. Ding ding.
Yep.
That's like the laziest buzzer you've done.
I've been busy.
Jesus.
I've been busy. Lots of important people to impress and count on me and stuff.
Okay.
Russell, do you got a buzzer?
Bong, ong.
Made his a little bit better.
Bong. Okay, I can shorten it.
Are you guys ready for the quiz?
Yeah. Yes or no questions?
Yes or no?
Okay.
You got to buzz in quick. This is hard hitting. You ready?
Yeah.
There is an accurate record of annual leave, sick leave, and bereavement leave that my employees have taken and the payment they received. Russell.
Yes.
Sure. 1 point for Russell.
What in the fuck is this quiz?
I told you it's a very important quiz.
For what? Proofs. What is that?
.com/quizzes.
What is proproofs.com?
They give quizzes.
For what? What purpose?
Stuff. Important stuff that we need to know about.
I have a theory, but I'm waiting till the end.
Go ahead. Ask the next question.
He's just upset because he's losing.
Fuck both of you. Collusion.
Question number 2.
You've been talking to Doug and Nathan, haven't you?
Maybe. I'll never tell. Question number 2. All my employees are provided with appropriate personal protective equipment to complete their jobs safely.
Ding.
Shane.
Yes.
Sure. Yep. Point for Shane.
I won't lose. I don't care how fucking shitty the quiz is.
Russell, keep it up.
Uh-huh. That's what she said.
Number 3. You ready?
Uh-huh.
For this exciting quiz that I painstakingly found on the internet.
Uh-huh.
All people on this farm wear a safety helmet when riding a quad or other motorbike every time.
Ding.
Russell.
No.
Bullshit.
I fucking hit my buzzer first.
I'm pretty sure I heard Russell. Pretty sure I heard Russell first. What was it?
No,
yep,
they do not.
Correct. Another point for Russell. 2-1.
Okay.
What?
No.
What?
Pretty sure the last one said that everybody wore their PPE at all times. And now we're saying we aren't wearing our PPE. I'm getting mixed signals.
I don't know, man. I just going off what the quiz said.
Sure. Let's keep going.
Russell's winning.
I'm gonna fucking call OSHA.
He's so upset that when he loses, he's so upset. Question 4.
Uh-huh.
Employees follow health and safety procedures and have the opportunity to help develop them. Russell.
What the fuck is wrong with my fucking buzzer?
I don't know what you're talking about.
God.
Russell's just beat you to it. He's just like lightning speed with Russell.
No, they do not.
Correct.
Where the fuck? I'm super confused about this quiz. Like
Russell's
even if you don't, you should probably lie on these. Like
I don't know what you're talking about.
If an auditor asks you these questions, I'm actually getting audited like on Friday at my job.
Where do you think I got this quiz from?
Not for this bullshit.
Question 5.
Uh-huh.
Russell's winning 3-1.
Did you fix my buzzer?
Yeah, I did. Hold on. Boop beep boop 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 boop.
Ding.
Got it. You good?
Ding.
All right, it's working. Question 5.
Mm-hmm.
You ready, Shane?
I don't know.
You're lacking. You need to pick up the quiz. You gotta pick it up.
Fuck you.
All my employees have current employment agreements and job descriptions.
Ding dong.
Shane.
Yes.
Incorrect.
Fuck you. Bullshit. What business is this?
It's a very important business from proproofs.com/quizzes.
This business is gonna fail.
All right. Russell is currently winning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does he not get a chance to answer that question?
Oh, yeah. What's your
No.
Correct.
I'm trying to be fair here. I got it wrong.
Appreciate
it's still up in the air.
You know what? That's very kind of you, Shane. Question number 6.
Mm-hmm.
There are accurate timesheets for all employees on this farm.
I'm not even sure anymore.
Russell.
No, there isn't.
Correct. I think Shane's gonna murder me before
somebody's gonna go bankrupt. Like, this fucking business is run like shit.
I wish you'd quit talking like that.
What?
Go ahead, Dave.
All right. So currently it is Russell 3 points.
Uh-huh.
Shane 1.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, more than 3. 4 points. He's got 4 points.
Before you explain the game at the end, I want to say my theory.
Okay.
I know what the theory is.
Okay.
What's your theory?
No. Before you at the end.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Question number 7. Yeah, that's the right one. 7. Every employee on this farm earns at least $14.25 for every hour they work in every fortnightly period of the year.
Ding dong.
Shane.
No.
Correct. Shane is currently still has 2 points.
Yep.
Russell is
He's beating
got
my
more.
ass.
He's got
4,
5.
5. I don't even know anymore.
Got 5.
Sure.
Question number 8. I have a tenancy agreement for all employees / contractors living in accommodation I own.
Ding dong.
Shane.
No.
Incorrect.
Okay, so it's not what we thought, Russell.
Yeah, it's not.
Is that what you thought?
I mean, we also don't have any motorcycles or quads, so.
No, that's true.
I know, I get what you were doing.
That's why he was like, you better stop talking about that.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and say it. I thought you were giving us an organizational health survey about Drafty quarters.
That'd have been way funnier and smarter of me. Damn it.
Oh, man. We made a better joke.
You did.
Should have just gone with it.
Sorry, we undercut your game.
It's okay. Question number 9.
Okay.
All reasonable hazards have been identified on this farm, and there is a practical plan to control any significant hazards.
Ding dong.
Shane.
No.
Sure. Correct.
3 to 5? 6?
So, yeah,
I don't know.
So. 3 to 5. How
3
many
to 5.
questions?
There's 10 questions. We're on question 10 now. That's number 9.
You didn't answer the last one because we unveiled our theory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Yep.
Question number 10.
Yep.
The final question of this quiz that I painstakingly found on the internet. Either pay or fringe benefit tax is paid on all aspects, cash and non-cash, of my employees. I can't pronounce the word. Remuneration. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Bam.
Jesus. Russell.
No.
Sure. Correct. This is Hanging Big Brain with Dave. I found a quiz.
What in the fuck, dude?
Yeah, okay, since it wasn't what I thought it was, then what did we just do?
We did a quiz on proproofs.com/quizzes.
Proofs.
Proproofs.com.
Wait, did you get us a sponsor? Is that what this actually is? Is this a way for you to...
You'll have to find out next week.
There's no more backstory to this quiz, is there?
There is not.
What the fucking shit?
Really wish it would have been the one you said, though. Well, that has been Hanging Big Brain with Dave. Russell won.
I'm going to Proofs because this is... What the fuck? What even is that?
Oh, interesting.
What the fuck? You just like...
Because you didn't do /quizzes. Anyways, I think that's the end of the show. Oh, he's still looking it up.
Doesn't even work.
Trying to look it up for you. I don't know.
That's fine. Just end the show.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to be an asshole. I'm butthurt.
I found it.
Oh, profs.
It's
Pro
just
profs.
pro profs, not proof. Sorry.
God damn.
Anyways, this has been the DQP Weekly. I've been boy.
Yeah, boy.
And with me, as always, is the frustrated hype man, Shane.
I am super not hype right now.
Anti-hype.
Anti-hype.
A.K.A. the Shane Dog. A.K.A. Shane Nasty.
Ooh, that's gross.
And also with us is
Call me Quizmaster.
the Quizmaster Russell.
Yeah.
What the fucking shit?
Shane has left the building. He is currently leaving.
He is going. He is gone.
And with me is WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
A.K.A. Producer Russell.
Follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Search Drafty Quarters Productions. Twitter and Instagram are at DraftyQ. Send us an email with your thoughts, comments, and concerns about Shane and his attitude. And for $1, you can support us on Patreon for our general support tier. $1.
One whole dollar. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you. Thank
And
you, Dave.
I thought this was a fun show.
It was a fun show.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check on Shane.
You probably should.
Yeah.
I think I hear 90s emo music blaring from the basement.
I don't think he liked the... Oh my god, is that Hawthorne Heights? Bro.
I think it is.
I bet he has a cape on. He's going to be so mad when he listens to this. Alright, I'm done.
Bye!
Bye!
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.